They are not prepared for what's going to happen, and I'm loving every second of this. Like, what is the only play that Dimir player can make? Well, oh look, that's a flash sweeper, just destroying literally everything they have. And let's enjoy the moment. It's during their turn, by the way. What about an upkeep Duress that you cannot go around if they have any sorcerer? Oh, now we know. Now we know. And they have nothing. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today Dimir that completely defies what's possible in Magic. Because there is one card you absolutely don't know it existed, and in Foundations we had High Fae Trickster, the absolutely crazy card that allows you to play all of the spells at flash speed, including Planeswalkers, Sweepers. You can even Duress your opponent at the upkeep and prevent whatever they do. You can play Liliana at the end step. You can deadly cover up them during the combat phase. You can do so much. You can even play the tome and instantly draw with the tome, and they didn't even see it. So this deck has potential to do the plays that you have never seen possible, and we will show you some of them. So guys, I wanted to start the year with some cool Dimir because that's my favorite archetype, and I think this is something. So we'll talk more in the outro, but for now, let's enjoy the gameplay, and I wish you all absolutely amazing year, and let's start it together with some cool magic. Have fun. We're going first. We have some Jaces, just going there, and I'm sorry, Ashiok. I'm sorry. We have to do this. Good thing is that we have so many Planeswalkers in this deck that we can go a little bit over the top with them. Let's go with this. And not having 2 mana interaction is absolutely painful. Let's not die on this turn, please. Like, you need some removal to just get into this mid game of 3, 4, and 5 mana. I should bluff more, but at this point, like, I think they've seen already. So we will see. Maybe they will think we have sorcery. The Squire. This is a very strong card. I mean, we have Liliana. We also have Jace. To be honest, I have some idea how we can play this. We go with this. I think they will kill the Jace, but there is a chance that they won't. And this is Boros, so they probably play Helix. This is 3 damage, and then they hit Lookout, or they just pump it with something that uses artifacts or stuff. This is kind of okay. Let's see if they can go above above 0, basically. If we can keep the... So my idea is not to keep Jace. My idea is to try to survive until we play Deadly Cover Up and try to basically misdirect them with Jace, so they need to focus big chunk of the damage on this. Alright. Someone could say... Oh, they want to attack with this. Alright, this is tricky. Needless to say, absolutely insane opening. Like... just Boros all over again. I see a common card in all of those decks, so do they have already Knight of Chaos? Because they definitely play it. The clicks are as slow as possible. Perfect, just play this. Oh my god, I just want to point out all of those cards, including +5/+5 on this, is here for 3 mana. So they basically for 3 mana pumped creature by +5/+5, and also they played, 8, 9 of stats. All of this on 3 mana. I see no issues here. It's just norm. Like, absolutely normal. Alright, so we kinda know what needs to happen, right? I could kill the Warden, to be honest. This is really tempting play. We could also go for the Trickster. I think I will go with this and hold Trickster, because this is the most mana efficient thing, and if we draw a land, we can literally play Deadly Cover Up at instant speed. And that's no joke, especially against decks like this. They basically play Boros Convoke, and they replaced the cards that rotated with random stuff. And it works still, because you still have Gleeful Demolition and some artifacts. So let's see. I wonder if they play the Inquisitor or Investigate. I think it's Investigator. Alright, absolutely extremely strong card, but not on this turn. And this also has flying. So this will be scary because if we, I think we have. Okay. This is interesting. I think we have to block with this, just to make sure that we can go this. We could also mill ourselves, but I don't expect Jace to survive. So let's see the attack. Let's see the attack. They know that we have something. We're waiting patiently, so I wouldn't be surprised if they overshoot on Jace. I think this goes face. They literally went face, bro. Just face. This is the place. Always. Know what? I'll take it. That's a pretty good trade. But it's still aggro, so is that good enough? No, because we couldn't draw a land. So what we have to do is go this. And I need to hit untap land or I lose the game. I'm good at magic. Yay. Yay for being good at magic. So, they will go absolutely crazy. This one has flash and evidence, so it can get rid of the courage. So what we have to do... I should go attack, but we don't need to. Because if we keep this block with all the open mana... I mean, I'm talking about a player that just swing all except Jace. By the way, if they hit Jace for a single point of damage, we would lose this game. But is there a limit to misplays you can make as the aggro to actually start losing the game? I'm not sure. We will test this. I think they will go absolutely all in because literally nobody in the format expects a flash deadly cover-up. Like, this is... They are not prepared for what's going to happen, and I'm loving every second of this. They think we cannot sweep during their turn. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, go for it. Like, you are winning, right? Look at the Bard. Like, what is the only play that Dimir player can make? Well, oh, look, that's a flash sweeper, just destroying literally everything they have. And let's enjoy the moment. It's during their turn, by the way. We go for the courage, because that means that they only had literally one in the whole deck and they actually hit it. What a legend. What a legend. But it's not coming back, and that's the important part. So we want to hit a land, that's for sure. I think we go with this because I think if they draw a land, they will play Recruiter. And I think we go with small Lily. They will go with one drop. So if they play a land, I think they will go for 2 knights. And I thank you for giving them the opportunity to make an absolute misplay. Because, like, you know they will. We could actually just kill this. You know what? This is even better play. This is not in their hand, so we cannot interact with this. But this is such a good man. This is even better than I wanted to play Liliana and just -4, but then they play this and kill Liliana. And here's the Trickster. Just 3 man. They will have fear for Tricksters for the rest of their MTG career after this game. No, oh, they are scared. Now they respect our mana. Man, all of this. And they still cannot win against our almighty Dimir. Here we go. And now we can play Liliana at dance step. So if they cannot answer it easily. We go with this. We can literally play all. This is not in the hand. Please don't get baited by this. And go for it, my friend. What you gonna do against our might? So they can of course play this and try to activate the might. If they draw a land, they can also go Mirex, Recruiter, and swing with 3 creatures. What a coincidence. I think this is the second time I've seen this card used in the format, and it exactly defeats the Trickster. Like, what the hell? Oh my god, this is kinda hilarious. However, we can still go with Virtue of Persistence, and my friend, alright, you are correct, we won't play during your turn, here it is, now you can play your own turn. And of course they can go for the Recruiter, and they probably will. But now, we have stuff. I would love them to have something with lifelink, but man, they need to rebuild their deck, they need to give us some lifelinkers. So they are checking the graveyard, we can trade against one of the creatures, and this will be 3 and 3. So we basically get hit by 5 and then we sweep the board. They can also try to wait one more turn, but that's super bad play and they shouldn't do it. I cannot believe. Moment we play Trickster, a wild Grand Abolisher just appears on the battlefield. Like, what the hell? So, of course, we cannot literally play. Like, it basically negates this card completely, and we cannot play at instant speed anymore. Which is kind of fine, but it's funny that we are here. Alright, but how will they attack? Oh, they're going for it. And we can go like this. I actually do not mind this straight at all. Like, don't forget, we are getting 3 cards every turn. And now I want something that has cool effect. So what we will go for is most likely the Resort Reinforcements. Because that means we are sacrificing 2 creatures, which means that we are drawing 2 cards. Let's play this, go this, and here we are. Some very decent value, and they cannot go for Mirrors because they are tapped. And here we go with a new hand, basically. Maybe not full hand, but close enough. That's some epic duress right there. This probably won't be used, and this also won't be used. But we have Reef, so it's fine. And every turn right now, we have the Virtue. This is normally extremely threatening, but not in this situation. So now we go for the biggest creatures and the most powerful ones. And this one is kinda okay. You know what? When this attack, this will be huge. Let's draw more lands, I guess. And let's make some creatures, because they enter the battlefield. And I think this is already the Reef time. We will show our opponent how aggressive our deck can be. And let's get rid of some of the cards. Man, I cannot believe this game. So much happened, so much happened. And of course, if they ever keep a card, we'll duress it, but they probably will never do it. So now they don't really have place. They need to deal 9 damage with 0 board pressure. We will make a fish at the end step, which pumps the Squire. We will make a zombie, which pumps the Squire. And then we go with Reef. And that should be enough to go for the Reef. So as you can see, before this attacks, it will also already have 4 power at least, actually more. Now we go with Result Reinforcements to I mean, I can play your deck better than you, maybe. Like, we literally are playing their own synergies to pump it as much as possible. And here we go. Oh, go for the fraud. So we play the land, we make this, because that's the play we will be making anyway. And this might trigger their response, so you need to be ready. And here's the Duress. Wow, what a surprise. And let's go with this one. It seems to be performing nicely. And that's how you smork some aggro. And I cannot believe they had the Abolisher. Alright, a little bit too many Tricksters, you know? But we'll take it, we'll take it. Show me. We know the drill. Alright, Hopeless Nightmare is okay. I think we will get rid of the Trickster. It's actually pretty cool for us. And let's keep our stuff. So Jace is super important because it's card advantage. Pixie. Alright. Alright. We'll see. If we get enough pressure, we might go for the Trickster again. But for now, let's go for this. Let's try to keep their creatures in check. They will get some extra value, but maybe we can mitigate it. 2 damage. In all honesty, it matters. Let's get rid of this. They don't have instants. And what is 3 mana play? Nothing. That's exactly what I like, you know? And against this deck, and given we have so many Planeswalkers, I will go for this. And of course we are doing the cards, so we make sure that whatever happens, we get some value. And now they need to deal with Jace, and now we can go for some shenanigans. Alright, a lot of Jace, that's what we like. That's what we like. And now we can go with the Trickster, which means that we can start playing a lot of stuff at the end step. So that's super tempting. Sure. And we can even block this, but we probably won't. We can get rid of 1 token a turn. So that's actually okay. If they want to get rid of loyalty on Jace, they need to forfeit, you know, the poison thing. Alright. This will get spicy. This will get spicy because they can pump this right now. So this creates more, like, bigger target out of Might instead of Scavenger, even though the Scavenger is the threat. So a little bit awkward. If they can instant enchantment, they can kill Jace, but Let's see how they attack. Going for Jace. If I played this, they will probably pump it, right? We could trade, but it's probably not the best. I cannot kill it because it's an artifact. I will roll with this, and I think we'll trade, but I'm actually okay with this, because that saves Jace. We can potentially draw an extra card, and then kill the Scavenger or something. So let's see what our opponent is cooking. There's definitely something there. I think they will wait for block, pump it, so it kills the Trickster. They can also get losted, but in that case, I'm not sure if they wouldn't use get lost on Jace. And I think... oh. I honestly didn't expect a free trade, but I'll take it. That was way better than I expected. I was sure they will just hexproof it and, you know, just trade. Alright. This is absolutely fine. Even though they negated the full turn for us, they used the card. And Eerie is not super impactful right now. Still, I'm not sure if they have protection spell. Let's see what they will go for. Alright. I mean, they are cooking here. So I guess they predicted that we'll go like this.
Is the sensible action.
If they don't have flank, we could go for Kaito. I can kill it right now. You know what? With Jace in the board, it's worth it, because we draw a card, and that should be enough to get game-winning advantage. Even though they have room, they have stuff, we have Jace. And that means more cards, more lands, more removal, and more wins. Alright, we are doing stuff, and now the Hopeless Nightmare is not super like scary because we actually have more cards than them. What this did to... oh my god. Drawing cards, but it's 5 mana, it's super expensive. So what can they do? What can they do? This Shelter by Ghost was really strong play, but we had the perfect answer, and it actually didn't work like they hoped for. Fear of Isolation. Yeah, this is definitely some good value on this deck. Alright, show me the play. They are cooking something crazy. They are highlighting card. They are doing something. Oh my god, they really did cook. Oh my god, they cooked the play. Alright, you know what? That was actually impressive. That was impressive. I'll give him this one. We are discarding a card. So how do we want to play? We kill this with Virtue. We have 2 mana. We draw a card. We can have 3 mana at most. I'm not discarding Jace. I think we actually have to go with this, because look at our hand, like we have 15 mana of value right now. Like we don't have time to cast anything that isn't a removal. And Planeswalkers are also removal spells. So that's nice. We start with this guy. Alright, and we end with this guy. I thought it won't go so well. By the way, we got double mana scored, so we actually should be at 6 mana and be playing Liliana or Jace into Nowhere to Run, but, you know, we'll work with it. I have to say, this was impressive play by our opponent. I've never seen bouncing Mirex to get a point of black mana. But this is also the downside of going 3-color aggro. Like in aggro decks, you really don't want to mess your turns, because that's the whole main strategy, right? So I think we still go with it, because most likely we will kill this. If they can pump it above 3 toughness, which is possible, we'll try to go with different cards. If we hit a land, we could go Ashiok, but it's probably just Kaito trying to negate it fully. And our opponent is cooking again. Oh, alright. If they have hexproof, of course it won't work because of the passive. So what is the play? How are you going to pump it this time? Okay, I'm fine with it. Still no lands, huh? Still no lands. You know what? It's enough. Like, we are drawing. We are drawing our stuff one way or the other. That's how we do it. And let's not mill. It's 14 cards, so on the next turn we can actually minus Jace into Jace and draw 3 cards. And this will be very hard for our opponent to answer, especially that we run sweepers and plenty of removal. And with this, I think the game is slipping away from them. We will start like cheerfully, and no interaction. That's underwhelming. I thought there would be more.
I've got the technological edge.
I think we go like this because I want to bluff a little bit interaction. We actually have nothing except Planeswalkers in this hand, and you know what? It's fine. We can also sacrifice this drone with Liliana and get 2 life, deal 2 damage, and draw a card, which is nice. But it has Death Touch, so they don't have power on Scavenger, and even if they had, they need to go through this. So maybe Shelter by Ghost, but it gets this to 0 power, which is not good enough. And I think they are losing the game super hard. And just name the card. Just name the card. But the wording on this is that it leaves the battlefield, if I recall, which means that we still get the value. Oh, they went with Kaito. You know what? Good choice. Good choice, my friend. This is a scary card, but this one is all... They realized that after they remove it, they still lose, and it was like, yep, I'm out. And they are. Alright, our opponent is going first, and normally that's abysmal to see, but you know what? I think I'm prepared to be on the draw. I'm prepared. I'm so happy I hit this Verge, man. If I didn't have this, I actually couldn't cast anything. What's up with the goblins today? Like, there's so many goblins. It's not like I mind, because I actually enjoy this type of cards, which basically they are fair magic. It's 1 mana, 1/1 that can deal 1 damage. Like, I can see a pattern for 1 mana stats here. You know, contrary to some of the other cards. And here it is. Good curve on the play, so of course as good as it gets for our opponent. But we still have triple removal. You know, we have triple removal. That's very often all you need. We don't want to target the Firebrand. So this one draws cards, doesn't do really much. This one has only prowess, right? They really want to pump something here. The problem with this kind of deck, oh, they are not going for the sacrifice. I don't think they will go for the pump, but if they do, we will punish it like absolute crazy. It should be Firebrand probably. However, that means we will get some extra value, and they didn't sacrifice it. For the first time actually in the game. We are close to getting mana screwed though, so it's scary. Missing Lance is absolutely bad. But we can kill 1 and, well, I mean 2 extra creatures, but we still will get some cheap damage because they are on the play with perfect curve. So at this point they will always get some extra damage. And I wonder if they learned their lesson. Honestly, 3 damage could be good enough. So I think they might have considered just actually doing this. They're still playing nicely, right? Because they always target the weakest creature, which means they cannot sacrifice it. You need to be careful, because if they have 3 mana, they actually redraw the card and also get 1 extra mana back, so it's pretty good ability. And now they can go all in on the Codebreaker. Okay. I mean, this is obvious play. If you have it, I would play it on Lucky, because then you get more power on the next turn. But maybe they are trying to just go all in. Yeah, exactly. Just go for 10 damage. Just 10 damage, and we're at 1, which is extremely comfortable. Like, oh, it's so fine. It's so fine. So what can we do? In all honesty, there's only one play we can make. This is the play. Because if they draw turn inside out, they can actually save it. Alright. There might be a chance. I think we go with this, right? Because we can live gain 2 with this. Then we can go with Trickster. Let's go. They need 1 draw that doesn't kill us, and with this we win. Oh my god, because we can live gain back to 3 with this. That's one of the reasons. Oh my god, they actually whiff. This is a legendary mono-red player that doesn't top deck the win. So what we will go for is, of course, swing. No blockers. And now we can go for this. It leaves the battlefield. We go to 3. And now we can actually draw 2 cards if we want. Did I play the land? I don't think I did. So let's try to hit a land. Perfect, we play it, and now we +1. And I'll take another land as well, because we are super behind so far. And I'm going for this so I can make another token on the next turn. And now we are kinda prepared. I could go for the Tome, but I believe we don't need it. It's just super slow, so I think the game will be decided before it happens. No, don't. It feels like a burn. Okay, this is interesting. So and this is interesting because they can actually sacrifice it and cycle it. So we don't really want to target it with anything. Oh, this is so perfect. Like, look at this. We don't target it, so they don't get 2 for 1. And there's nothing they can do. And it's perfect block. And this is so fun. So they will probably sacrifice it later. But as you can see, it's smart play to deal damage. I actually like it a lot. Man, this is not the best mono-red player. The best mono-red player would draw three lightning strikes in a row here. So we actually will go with this. Now we go with the Tome, and we will try to... I mean, we can play it at instant speed, right? Why do we care? And let's start going for a little bit of race. Honestly, the Trickster is so good at killing opponents. 4 damage with flying is no joke. And I think now we are winning this game. Whatever happens, we should have enough. We can even kill our own stuff, so we can live gain to 5, in case they draw Lightning Strike. We just need to be careful, so we never tap out fully, because we need 2 mana for this interaction. Yeah, I think the game is over. Even if they draw Lightning Strike, it doesn't kill us anymore. And have you ever seen Tome at the end step, just drawing cards randomly? And this is so funny. And that's it. I mean, I will Duress. No, we'll Duress them during their turn. Alright. I don't need to turn Nifal. We just go this, and on the next turn we can Reef. What about an upkeep Duress that you cannot go around? If they have any sorcerer. Oh, now we know. Now we know. And they have nothing to threaten us. Alright, the game is over. This goblin doesn't even have haste. And with that, honestly, we can just go with this. Draw a card. And we can play Liliana because we actually know about their hand. This is so fun. Like, I'm literally playing Planeswalkers at the end step. And let's get rid of their cards, because why not? We have all the mana. And now we can win with some style. Oh man, this was actually fun. I kinda loved playing at instant speed. This is my favorite type to, you know, just go about Dimir. I actually played Dimir Flash in Historic for a very long time with this Sliver something, and it was so fun, man. Alright, our opponent is going first, and I have no idea how it will go, so let's take it, and then we will know. A Goblin, oh man, this brings me memories. Do you remember when this card was actually scary, instead of, you know, just 5/5 creatures that hit your face? So let's go Duress, because we actually don't have too much time, and let's see exactly what they are cooking. Probably this one. Go for the throat, not needed at all. I don't need to read it, right? It's just something that is a creature in some way. Bomber. Alright, fusing. I never remember when it gets the stuff. Why? Okay, I think this will explain it, right? And there's another is put into a graveyard, so they will sacrifice this at the end step. What is their next play? Other goblins, target goblins gets flying. So they, okay, we kind of know what's up. So that means we go with the Verge. We prepare Anoint with Affliction for this. We take this damage, and then we play... Wow, well, they just missed 1 damage then. Like this... This is something. Well, this is extremely good. I think we go like this. I definitely don't want to take damage from this. I would prefer to remove this one, but what can you do, man? They really want to sacrifice this, so we take this damage, and I think before the end step they will descend with it. Really? They didn't descend, right? Oh man, I need to keep going. I will just go with it. Like, we need to be on par with them, you know? If they get too behind, we might be in some serious trouble. I'm a little bit scared of playing Jace. If we go Liliana, they will just sacrifice this. I still don't remember how it... I cannot ever remember what it does. Whenever another artifact put into graveyard. No. Put an oil. Alright, so they really want to sacrifice it, but they are not doing it. I think we might go for Jace here. Because it puts a lot of damage, but man, maybe if we go for plus, they get rid of this, so we don't accomplish anything literally. On the next turn we can go with Jace, but we probably... Alright. They kinda want to do it anyway. Let's go for this. We'll complete. Because then we can get rid of Fuseling, which makes it a little bit more awkward for them. I guess... Does it have haste? No. Not yet. So you know what? This is okay play. And this Fanatical Firebrand did not do too much. And our opponent just... you can tell he's having a lot of fun in Magic right now. Alright, Jace is always just getting... there was mono red, so no. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's games, and I'll be honest, the game where we deadly cover up this whole board at instant speed is something I will cherish for the rest of my life. Like in 10 years I will remember probably this game and just smile whenever I remember this board. And this is something really cool about this deck. It keeps giving you unforgettable games that you have never seen before in your life because of how different Trickster plays. And sure, sometimes it gets removed and you just play a normal, normal Planeswalker deck. But sometimes it doesn't get removed and you have ways to go beneath the removal spells. You can get rid of them with Liliana. You can always play this at the end step when they are tapped, and they will be tapped in some situations, and especially that you have so many powerful Planeswalkers. As long as you have this in the board, you can make some crazy plays, and then you can do all the magic you ever imagine. And one of the cool things about this deck, I went with like Dimir control Planeswalker team. But you can absolutely play something different. Like you can literally play Into the Breach, or that's very different. Breach the Multiverse. That's the name of the card. You can play basically everything that is not instant speed and gets amplified with Trickster, and you can make like Invasion of Archives. Like sky is the limit. You can just make the craziest play possible. And we will explore deck a little bit more together with stats. But what is better way to start the year then thank our patrons for your support. Thank you guys. That was super smooth, wasn't it? But I really do appreciate your help, so thank you guys, and I'm so happy that you are having a blast with those decks. And yeah, always love reading all the comments and stuff like this, so thank you, and I hope you will enjoy this. I mean, we cooked something special today, so I think this meets the expectations. I was so happy with the deck. And let's go to the results, because obviously you are kinda interested. We didn't play too many games, like, it doesn't tell too much of a story, but we went with a quick 4-1. I'll take it. It was actually better than I expected. Very often, Dimir decks can be clunky, but I'm not sure. I probably got a little bit lucky with the draws, but I still don't remember like having perfect curve, perfect answers. So we are packed with removal with this deck. Basically, the idea is that we have Planeswalkers, we have Trickster, and this is all our value. Rest of the deck is trying to survive, and I think that might be one of the reasons we went nicely. I actually in the testing didn't have Deadly Cover Up, and even with so much removal you still need Deadly Cover Up because there are so many creatures that just go 2-for-1 or even 3-for-1, like Overlords, Mouse, this kind of stuff, and at some point you will get overwhelmed if you just go card for card. And yeah, I mean, that's it. You have seen the deck. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching in the new year, and I hope it will be a blast for all of us, and that's what I wish to you. And yeah, that's it for today, and see you guys tomorrow.